Once upon a time, in two neighboring kingdoms, there lived two very different kings. King Alaric ruled the kingdom of Solon, a vast land filled with gold, jewels, and overflowing coffers. His palace was adorned with crystal chandeliers and floors paved with marble. People called him the Rich King. Across the mountains, King Tharon ruled the kingdom of Eldenmere. His land was small and poor. The farms barely produced enough food, and the treasury often ran dry. Yet the people loved him dearly. They called him the Poor King, though not with pity, but with affection. One day, King Alaric, curious and perhaps a little proud, visited King Tharon. He arrived with a grand entourage, bringing chests of gold as gifts. The two kings sat for a meal in Tharon's modest hall, where the food was simple but warm and made with care. Alaric laughed gently and said, "Tharon, your walls are bare, your goblets are wooden, and your clothes are plain. Why do your people speak of you with such love when you have so little?" Tharon smiled. "Because I do not measure wealth by what fills my vaults, but by what fills my people's hearts." Alaric scoffed. "But gold builds armies, buys loyalty, and secures power." Tharon nodded. "Gold can buy obedience, yes, but not trust. My people do not serve me out of fear or bribes. They serve because they believe. I sleep in peace, knowing they would protect me not for coins, but for love." King Alaric returned to his kingdom troubled. That night he walked among his people in disguise and heard complaints about taxes, about fear, about hunger, despite the kingdom's riches. No one smiled, no one sang. He realized then that though he ruled the wealthiest kingdom, he was the loneliest man in it. So Alaric began to change. He lowered the taxes, listened to his people, visited villages, and asked nothing in return. Over time, he gained something he had never truly known: loyalty from the heart. Years later, when both kings were old, they met again, two kings now rich in very different ways. One had learned that a full treasury means little in a hollow kingdom, and the other had always